Alright, so we are here in the dev server. We're both going to run F-15Es, and we're going to be testing out the new 120s. We've kind of devised a little test or a little plan, and what we're going to do is we're going to try to be at the same altitude and speed, and then we're going to shoot at each other once from 60 kilometers an hour, or kilometers an hour, 60 kilometers away, 40 kilometers away, and 20 kilometers away, and then we're just going to see, you know, when the missile hits first and just, you know, kind of judge the performance based on that. And then we're also going to try a test with the Su-30 with the 77-1s. And then so we're, you know, 77-1 is a little faster than all of them, but the 120C just got an update from the first dev server, so we should see a performance difference there. And the 120C likes to loft, from what I understand, so it likes to go high and it likes to have energy a lot farther out. So I have my reservations of what I think's going to happen, but I just want to do the test and then see. And then we'll do some little bit of dogfights at the end, and just kind of, you know, practically test everything. Which missile you think is going to be king? You think the Dash 1s are still going to be pretty violent, or do you think that the C's are going to pull out?
I think for long range fights, I think the 120s are going to be better, but I think on a regular match, I think the 77s and the C's, I think they'll be pretty close.
Yeah. A lot of drag on the 77s, so I think that affects them a lot. But yeah. All right, let's get into a custom. All right, so like I said, we'll climb to 5K. We'll try to, you know, Mach 1. I would say it's pretty important to try to get the speed pretty close, you know, to see how. I mean, you know what I mean? Get all that really close.
Yep. All right. Once we hit 60.
Yeah. As soon as we hit 60, I'm just gonna shoot. And just stay flying straight. Don't budge.
Hit.
Shoot. All right. Hands off the mount. Well, actually, I'm just gonna make sure I keep my altitude here. All right. Now we wait.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Boom. Boom. Okay, I just got hit. Alright, so that was not as big of a difference as I thought it was gonna be. Can I honestly, you know?
I was expecting to get hit like within like less time, like within like maybe 10 seconds, like, or something along the lines of that.
Go ahead and lock you up.
43.
Get ready.
3, 2, 1. Bombs.
Yeah, I shot at like 40.2, but
that's fine.
Oh shit, I am gaining altitude a little bit somehow. That's weird. I'm good though, not too much different. Boom, hit you, boom, hit me. So I mean, I think my missile's just a little faster, but like your missile gets to me in a much more practical trajectory, which I think cuts down the speed. So I mean, okay, hypothetically, if I shot you from like 80 kilometers away, I think we would see that.
You want to try that? I mean, yeah, not realistic, but
let's do our 20 shot, and then we can try the 80 shot.
Okay.
Get ready. And shoot. Yep, that was pretty good. Missile's already like.
Took no time because we're within the 16 kilometers.
This thing's still lofted pretty good. I have a suspicion that your missile may even get to me first.
No, I already see you. You're gonna get hit.
Boop, I'm dead. Oh my god, that was the same time! Wow. I don't know, I'm curious. This is, honestly, the 80 shot's gonna be wild. It's a long way to shoot somebody.
Alright.
And shoot! Woo. I'm excited! Us see.
Oh!
Missile evasion. What?
Mine blew up.
Oh, you ran out of guidance time. No way.
I'm still flying straight.
Yeah, and dink. Right? There. Wow. Okay. Well, that's I guess we can't do 80. That's is what it is. So we're jumping into the SU-30, and he's still you have the.
I got the
Aim-120Cs.
F-15. Yeah, F-15E Aim-120Cs.
Okay. All right. Same deal. Getting ready and shoot. Ooh, pretty big loft on the R-77. I'm not gonna lie. They have a lot of drag, but I think that being this high up is really going to negate that. I have a feeling that I definitely might hit you. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I'm not going to say anything. Let's just see what happens. And got me. Oh, wow. And the 77-1 is a quicker missile, so for the C5 to be able to hit that far out, it's pretty, hit first is pretty good. It does its job. Ready?
Yep.
And shoot. It's just a touch late, but it's not. It was marginal.
Oh!
Oh my God, that was same time. Wow. Okay. All right. So let's see if the difference at 20 is the same as it was at 60. I think 20. You're gonna see the same difference, but just flipped. And shoot. I did that last second. I switched from a TWS to an actual lock. And like literally did it with enough time to just shoot it, but we're good. It was perfect. Mine says 4 seconds.
Yep.
Boom. Yep. There it is. That's 100% exactly what we said. That's it. So close range. R-77 is gonna beat the AMRAAM, but that's if you're just completely ignoring it. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be just flying straight at it. You know, you're gonna die no matter what was shot at you at that point anyway. It's kind of my thought process. Even a I don't know what's a shitty, like a PL10, like a basic PL10 or something or whatever would yeah. Okay. I got a little fast there, but I'm trying to find you. How far? Okay.
I'm about to hit 80.
Okay, and shoot. A little weird deviation in my shot here, but we'll see if it affects it. I was nose down just a little bit trying to, but I did have a little bit of altitude, so. And it definitely said I'm making that shot, so.
It's gonna hit.
All right. Started my top watch, stopwatch.
Hit.
3 seconds. Oh, 3 seconds.
Oh.
3 seconds, bro.
Now, I didn't expect that.
Okay, here we go. Missile shot now. There we go. Okay. So notice this. Look at this. Okay, we shot pretty close at the same time. Yours is already Mach 1.8. Mine is Mach 1.5.
Ooh.
Okay, let's see what it tops out at. Yours is gonna hit Mach. Okay, right now mine's at Mach 297. Yours is at 319.
Ooh.
Okay, you hit like almost 3.3. Mine hit just a little above 3.3, but with a loft.
That is substantial.
Yeah.
Like it could be just a perspective, but like it looks like yours is way higher than mine.
Yeah, no, it is. All right, so I step back here a little bit. You can see that I'm still maintaining altitude over yours.
So it looks like mine's still right in that loft, whereas yours kind of looks like it's heading down now.
Yeah, right. And your missile's at Mach 1.95, mine's at 2.08. So there's a speed difference, not a major speed difference, but okay. We got some more missile stats. Okay, here we go. So okay, no. Okay. Look at this though. The time we were perfect, bro. Time 32.9. Time 32.9. My missile has still traveled farther and is closer somehow. I'm confused. I don't know what distance in travel, the difference of distance and travel is. Definitely, you know, a few hundred kilometers an hour different, or yeah, 100 kilometers an hour difference.
I wonder if it's distance to the target and then distance traveled.
No, because distance to the target's not going up or down. Maybe it's distance from the plane.
Yeah, right there, that little cross right there that we saw.
Okay. So, well, I would go back, but this is close enough. So, almost at the merge of each other, 1,500 kilometers an hour on yours, 1,600 kilometers an hour. So, 1,535 on you and 1,649. So, definitely, I mean, I'm definitely seeing more energy. I feel like the loft kills it a little bit, to be honest with you, but maybe not. Maybe it helps it. Maybe I'm just, I feel like you could have a little more if it just didn't loft so hard. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's on the money. Obvious that my missile's gonna get to you first. I just want to see what we're looking at here. So here I am, bottom right side of the screen. Your missile is. I mean, it's still. The speed has evened up, but look at that. My missile is literally getting ready to hit your plane. Mach 1.1. Yours is 106. Boom. Hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-ish seconds.
I think you could probably just round that up to 5, because then you have user error.
Yeah, I mean, well, it said our time was perfect. I think we were on the money on that. I think that was actually a good point of reference.
Yeah.
So it's a little better. I don't think that you're gonna get the C's and be like, you know, I don't feel like you're gonna get the C's and be like, I'm hitting that many more targets. But I feel like maybe you might feel a 5% increase in ability. That's just my thought. Yeah. Let's go take a look at the 77 and the Long Dong. So, here we go. 60. I was a little early, but I'll take it. All right. So, I just this early into the missile shot, 6 seconds in. Well, maybe just account for the earliness. I'm still Mach 2.8 to Mach 3.5 difference.
Wow. Yeah, that missile booster.
77 is cooking. Let's see. And also, I want you to remember how I said that the 77 felt like it was lofting pretty hard? Check that out.
Oh, boy.
So, Mach 375 is what I saw there. You are Mach 339, which is even faster than, I think... Well, no, it's probably about what mine got up to last time. That seems pretty reasonable. But notice that the 77 is losing speed a little faster, which is kind of what we predicted.
Yeah. Like, they're already at the same speeds right now.
Yeah. But then I've covered, covered a little more ground. So I think this is where we're going to see the C5 start to make its ground. Yeah, look at that. Mach 1.7 to your Mach 1.8. Look at the difference in speed. How about that? That is a lot more energy that you're carrying, for sure. All right, so nearly at the merge, Mach 133, which is kind of slow. If that missile has to turn, it's gonna die. That's not very fast for a missile. Mach 1.5 is not very fast for a missile, but definitely a big difference there. And honestly, we were 0.2 seconds of a difference. So look at that time: 51.8 seconds, 51.6 seconds.
Yeah, look, you're at Mach right there. Pause it.
Yeah. Yep, there it is. Boom, Mach. And you're at 122.
But there's.
So, Look
I
at that.
think
About
that-
to hit me. All right, right before it hits me, Mach 108. You're at 9.6, and it's still got a ways to go. This
Yeah,
one's
so-
traveled 38. This one's traveled 39.5.
I think that pretty much confirms.
Yeah. I
Like,
think we were on the money.
The R-77 can joust, but the 120 is just a better missile.
Yeah.
Like-
For true BVR.
Yeah, but I think within, like, what was it, the 40 kilometers? It was basically the exact same time, and then within 20 kilometers, that's when you beat me. Because I mean, you got to top speed way faster.
Within 10 kilometers, I think you're way more guaranteed to kill with the R-77. I think your kill zone opens up way bigger at that range, 10 to 15 kilometers. Beyond 10 to 15, the Aim-120 is going to have more energy anyway. If both of these missiles have to turn, the 120 is going to be more likely to be able to pull its turn off and still have the energy to hit the target. So I think that we would see beyond 15 kilometers, definitely beyond 20 kilometers, a higher probability of kill. That's my conclusion. I think that the R-77 is a better close-up missile just because it's quicker, but I think that the 120 is the BVR missile. I think that's basically that. Well, that wraps it up for today. I hope that was a helpful bit of information. And, once again, it's the dev server, so everything is subject to change. We did do some dogfights, but I had some audio issues with the footage, so I'm not going to post them just because it's pretty whack. But essentially what we found out is that it really doesn't matter too much about the performance of these missiles. It's fairly marginal, and it really comes down to tactics that you employ and how you are as a pilot and your skills in BVR. So, the 120's got a higher probability of killing, and I'm sure there's a statistic that will be able to back that up eventually. But as a whole, and especially in a 1v1, it really comes down to how you are as a pilot. It'll only make a difference when we get missiles with more extreme ranges, which is probably a little ways off, but yeah, essentially that is what we're working with. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and make sure you guys subscribe. Let me know if you guys want to see some other stuff, but that's probably for the most part what I'm going to do for the dev server. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Got more content on the way, and fly safe.